Hello my friends and welcome back to the very first episode of things we already know about Black Ops 2 working title, so I'm still not sure what the title's going to be about that. So basically this series is going to be telling us everything we know about Black Ops 2, weapons, multiplayer, zombies and all the other cool stuff like trailers. So today we're just going to be covering the weapons. I'll tell you a little bit more about what we're going to be doing at the very end of the video. So first of all we move on to the AK-47, and we're going to be doing an out of game image and an in-game image. So here's the in-game image for the AK-47. Next we're going to the AN-94, and this is the in-game image of the AN-94. Next we're going to the FN-FAL out of game image. Looks pretty much like it did in the first Black Ops. Here's the in-game image taken at E3, so sorry for the bad quality. Next is the Galil out of game image, and then we're going to move on to the in-game image. Looking pretty cool and basically looks exactly the same as in Black Ops 1. Here's the XM8. Here's the out of game image. Here's the in-game image. This looks like the ACR of Black Ops 2 to me. Here's the Type 95, and there's also Type 25, but I'll talk about that when I move on. Here's the Type 95 on the in-game. I'm pretty sure the Type 95 is going to be more accurate than the Type 25 because the Type 95 is only going to be semi-automatic, and the Type 25 is going to be full. Yeah, the Type 25 is going to be fully automatic and not as accurate, but the Type 95 is going to be more accurate. So next we move on to the M4A1. This looks pretty cool. It basically looks like holding the other cards, and he's actually holding it on the front cover of Black Ops 2, and I think that's pretty cool there. After that we have the M8A1. Pretty much just looks like a vamped up version of the M4A1. Here's the in-game image. I'm not too sure about that there. Next on to the M16. Out of game image, and here we move on to the in-game image of the M16 as you see it there in the guy's hand. Not last but least, we have the Scar L, looking exactly the same as it did in Modern Warfare 2, surprisingly. Here's the in-game image taken at E3, so sorry for the quality. Next we're going to SMGs. Sorry for the bad quality of that, it was very ripped off of Google Images. Next we have the Chimcom CQB, I'm just going to call it. Here, there's the out-game image, and here is the in-game image. After that we have the MP7. Out of game image, and here's the MP7 in-game image. This picture was linked quite a while ago, but I'm going to talk about that in another game. Here's the Vector K10, exactly how it was from Modern Warfare 2 with a bit of a different stock, and here is the Vector K10 in-game image and logo. Next is the Uzi. I don't know why I did return that, but anyway, that's Black Ops 2 for you. They're bringing that back. There is the in-game image. Next we have Call of Duty Black Ops 2 snipers. We have the AS-59. Don't know why they added the 9, but yeah, let's just go with it anyway. By the way, none of these names are confirmed as yet. Most of them are, but just some aren't fully stable. Next we have the Storm PSR. Pretty much looks like the classified weapon from Black Ops 1 as the PSG. There's the in-game image of the Storm PSR. Next we're going to move on to LMGs and launchers. So the first launcher is the MM1. This looks like it's going to be pretty cool, and it's going to be able to fire pretty quick, but it's going to take 3 or 4 hits to actually kill an opponent. Next we have the RPG. Whoa, no surprise there. I think basically anyone who plays Call of Duty knew that that would be making a pretty cool return, but you actually can't use that on Search and Destroy, so that's going to be pretty cool. Next we move on to the LMGs. This is the IMI Negev. I'm just going to call it Kiev for now anyway, even though it's nothing like that. I'm just going to call it Kiev, that's its nickname. Next we have the LSAT. This is pretty cool, and it looks really cool actually. I think I'm going to be using that weapon when Black Ops 2 comes out, and there's the in-game image of it. Next we have the MK48. This looks like a beastage powerful gun, and here is the in-game image of the MK48. Next we have pistols and shotguns. We have the Cap 40 here. This looks really cool, and hopefully they'll put that in zombies, and that looks like it'll be a really cool upgraded weapon in zombies, and we are going to be covering zombies in another video of this series. Next we have the M1911. 911, something fishy going on there. I don't know if it's just a coincidence, but 911, I don't know. M1911. Next, finally but not least, is KSG shotgun, and there is the in-game image. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to hit that like, rate and comment. It would really help, and it would also help if you subscribe, because you're going to get to see the zombies video, which I'm pretty sure most of you guys are excited about. So I hope you had a good time on this video, and if you are new to my channel, I hope you visit this channel again. And here's the zombie image from Black Ops 2. Hope you had a good time, hope you enjoyed.